Wow, it worked. We actually have pictures this week, unlike last week where the mic was fucked. Actually, I still don't know if the mic is that bad, but it's not. I just heard it. You probably just heard me double. We are here for URC, and it is round 7 around Mexico. I'm Leopold, getting hammered while we are live tonight, and Shamrock's racing tonight, so everything can go wrong. Literally everything can go wrong because Shamrock is driving an Alpine. He's going to be alongside Vinny, and we all know how much Sham loves driving alongside Vinny. But we'll be waiting to get people out on track here. Yari in the V-Carb, the Belgian Waffle, still not switched over to PC despite him having an F125 account. So Yari, you've got some explaining to do, mate. Learn that you've got to be on PC now because you have one. He was whinging about graphics settings or graphics quality or some bullshit a while back, but he will lead the drivers around this procession in Mexico. 18 minutes to decide who's going to be fastest. Who's it going to be? I'll tell you who it's not going to be. It's not going to be Shamrock himself. He's washed. He'll admit it himself. I've spoken to him where he'll say he's washed. And if anyone disagrees that Shamrock is washed, well, you'll see after this qualifying session why he is. But Yari, the Belgian Waffle himself, will be leading us around for the first lap of this Mexico Grand Prix circuit through the final corner. He comes now, and on to start a first lap. It is a long slog down towards turn 1, foot flat to the floor, burning heaps of your battery all the way down this main straight. High speed, high commitment is what you need as you head down towards turn 1. On the brakes, just before the 100-meter board, get the car flicked in. You want to use as much of these curbs as you can without losing the car, and Yari seems to do that pretty well. A bit slow though on that minimum speed. Bring it up now, back to 8th gear before you're hard on the brakes, just at the 100-meter board, flicking it into turn 4 and now turn 5. He will take, hitting that inside curb is not ideal, but turn 6 and 7, double apexed right-hander before you bring yourself over to the right-hand side of the track, flick it through turn 8, cut the grass. You want to become a lawnmower in an F1 car, and Yari seeming to mow the grass better than Valtteri Bottas did in Austria. Now towards the stadium section, the final part of this lap, it's looked pretty decent from the Belgian so far. Flick the car in to the right-hander and then try and gently rotate that car in. Looked a little deep for him. You really got to try and let the car roll through that corner rather than trying to square it off and then out the final corner and to the line. It's a 15.6 from Yari, the Belgian Waffle, already performing out here, and I believe it'll be ST next to cross the line, and he barely, just barely bests Yari in that V-Carb. Times are still to come as Joker, showing some form, goes fastest. 15.6 from him. Quiet Boy 16.1 max to P2. Hyper's teammate as Sham. Okay, apparently I am the biggest liar in the fucking planet, because Shamrock has just gone fastest. FaZe Monkey though finds another 10th over that. Washed FaZe Monkey might be cleaning himself up a little bit as Bluefoot goes even faster still. 15.3 from him, and Hyper, the man who has been on the top every time we have raced so far this season in the URC, is not on top as F1 Chicane. 15.2 in that Kick Sauber. First bit of qualifying form he's showing as Rando starts a lap. Fran Bernoulli, P2, Red Bull 2 and 3 right now around the track as Billy Wiz goes P11, 15.9 from him. What does Rian have? Second V-Carb to set a lap around here, and he's going to be aiming just to beat his teammate and try and make some inroads on Hyper, especially if qualifying is looking a little bit rough for the McLaren drivers. Through the final corner comes Rian, cross the line, and he goes ahead of his championship rival, but not by much. 0.02 of a second separate Rian and Hyper as Rando is the next one on the lap. Big snaps for him out of turn 7, and now Needs to hook up in the middle sector. He has not been the strongest driver this season. He did say before the race, though, he's found a setup he's comfortable with. Doesn't kill his tyres, so maybe he's on for points, but that 57.0 is a second off what Rian JFT had done by the end of that middle sector, so he's got work to do in the final sector if he wants to not be bottom of the pile, bottom of the guys that have set laps so far. Through the final corner, the Ferrari driver comes. Traction control going to be helping him all the way to the line, and he crosses it. 15th, 4 tenths off the back of Quiet Boys Williams. As the first runs do come to their conclusion. F1 chicane leading the way, but Fran Bernoulli not far behind whatsoever. As we'll now wait for everyone to come out, start their second runs. Alice HB Cook is going to be the first one to do it. Here in the Williams car, I have to say I do love the FW43 inspired livery. In the final corner, he will go to start his next effort around this circuit. No time on the board for HB Cook as it stands, but he has plenty of time. By the way, he is HB's cookies and cream, apparently. Which, I mean, I want to taste some of those cookies because I'm a bit munchy right now, but HB Cook, Sector 1, on top of his game, looked pretty decent. 27.8 is the time from HB Cook, but 2 sectors still left to tackle around this circuit, and not the easiest sectors that you could ask a driver to do in this, the F1 game. You're going to have to be committed through here to set the fastest lap, and right now HB Cook maybe taking a bit easy, trying to get a banker lap down as he comes through, finishing that middle sector. He's up on where Rian JFT was. This could be a lap to send him to the top if he doesn't invalidate through the first part of Sector 3, entering the stadium section. That lap time drops off the board. He's going to pull into the pits, and that is disappointment personified for the Williams driver. Next up is going to be Mr. Orabing, everyone's favourite video editor, everyone's favourite promotional content creator. He's going around the final corner. I told him to win today. It's a 15.5 for him, though. On his first time effort, puts him deep in that top 10. But Shamrock is going to have the opportunity to respond very soon. Johnsy Boy not looking on a great form as it stands, ending his middle sector 8 tenths down on the benchmark that I know of being Rian JFT of a 56.0 for him. As through the final corner he must go, and what can he do towards the line? It's a 16.3 for Johnsy Boy, and oh no. But who is going to be our first driver now on a push lap? Fran Bernoulli just starting his. Orabeng has just finished one, so it looks like Vinny is going to be the first driver deep into a second push lap right now. P14 for the Belgian in the Alpine, getting demolished by 3 tenths by the Yari Spams L2, and that is sideways and a hit into the wall for the Alpine. That lap will go no further for him. His teammate, though, is behind him, getting ready to continue forward in this session. Small improvement as he finishes that middle sector, and through the final part of this lap he goes, rolls it nicely into the hairpin. Looks beautiful, looks precise, but he's invalidated. Ladies and gentlemen, so Shamrock throwing his next effort off the board for now, and Payne hitting different right now for everyone. Johnsy Boy is not on a lap. F1 Chicane and Fran Bernoulli both on laps. Ran 4 tenths up by the end of that middle sector. What does he have? Through the final part of the lap, he crosses the line. It's a 14.9. Loses some time in the final sector, but improvement nonetheless. Last season's champion, he has not been himself in this season of URC, but he has come back with a bang in Mexico. 3 tenths over F1 Chicane, who's looking for a response, and he pulls into the pits. So time not in that lap right now. It's next up, I believe, Yari. No, it's Rian on an in lap, so we'll take a look at the V-carb of Yari, the Belgian waffle, in his own corner right now, trying to do whatever he can, and that is a 3/10 improvement. If he can carry that through the final sector, this will be a great lap for the Racing Bulls driver, who needs some confidence boosts. After last time out in Belgium, couldn't put a result together. In Coterie did well. Last time out he didn't do great. Across the line, it's a 15-0 from Yari. He is trying to throw down the gauntlet right now. One of the Williams, I believe, just came to the line. That was HB Cook starting lap as Hyper finds that time that we expect of him. A 0.3 improvement. ST up to P4 as Bluefoot has disconnected. Rando, what's he managed on his lap? Crosses the line, is still last of the runners. And this guy needs to find something. I believe Bluefoot has just pinged me for an invite, and Bluefoot is not online right now. So, I mean, if you can get yourself online, Blue, I can send you an invite. FaZe, I don't know if it's a lobby reset yet, because personally, I'm not in any state to be deciding that. HB Cook, though, now desperate for a lap. Re and JFT, by the way, gone P2. Kicks out. Racing Bulls looking very good here. As Joker's also slotted into P4 quietly. Quiet Boy slipping into P12 right now as well. As Orabeng will come across the line to start his next effort around this circuit. We're on board with HB Cook. Final sector. Difficult part of the lap, but you've got to hook it all together. In the end, it's P10 and P10 only as it stands for HB Cook. Down the order, but the grid is tight. I think Hyper going again right now on a set of tyres that have already finished an effort, but it's worth at least the effort. If he can hold it together on this lap, maybe find a bit more time, maybe find a little more confidence, but I don't know what sort of confidence you need, being 0.3 ahead of everyone else as Hyper invalidates more critically on that effort. Orabeng has invalidated an effort. He will not be improving this time around. So we're just waiting now for these final runs to kick in. Johnsy Boy, I think, just starting a new effort around this track. Brambanuli is out very early, by the way, if he is going again. I think he is kind of just with Hyper right now on track. Yeah, he is. Just trying to figure out where he is. He wasn't on the mini-map. But potentially early final run for the Red Bull driver. Different strategy, but it's a different position than he's been in all season so far. P3 in qualifying as it stands. Needs some time found, though, if he's going to challenge Hyper, at least for pole. And he's going to want to find that time at least over Re and C11. Fighting away here. Johnsy Boy, 3.5 up. We are going to sling it, though, through the final sector. The Mercedes not looking super hooked up over the curbs, but can he get the run out the final corner? Traction control. Working overtime as he crosses the line to 15.7, only P15. A second covers P1 to P14, and funnily enough, that second is topped and tailed by the McLaren drivers. Hyper in P1, Max in P14. Improvement required for him as Frambanuli finds a couple hundredths in Sector 1. Needs more than a couple hundredths to really throw down this gauntlet towards Hyper. Needs to be on par with the McLaren driver come the end of this session. Flinging it now through the S section, using those curbs to their full effect, trying to shorten this track as hard as he can. And it is flat out, though, all the way into the braking zone for the stadium section. He is slightly down as he pulls the car through the stadium section. They're going to have to push it through this hairpin and the final corner to have any hope of even beating Rian C11 here. Through the final corner he will go, and he's coming into the pits to finish that effort as Shamrock again on the left. And again, the first sector time's not far apart. It's so easy to be on the pace in Sector 1. It's this Sector 2 and 3 you have to be worried about, as he'll now send everything he has. It's 2.5 up for Shamrock in that middle sector. Keeps wide berth to the track limits, and this could be P7 right now for Shamrock, coming in to replace someone somewhere or another as he'll drive it to the line now. It's a 15-1. That's P6 for the Alpine driver. Needs to recharge, and hopefully he has the tyres to go again. At this stage of proceedings, P6 a 15-1. He could lose plenty of places here. We've seen this track evolution around Mexico thus far in this qualifying session as F1 Chicane trying to take full advantage of what is a relatively clear track ahead of him before all this traffic cascades out of the pits, getting prepared for their final runs. And it's a good first sector from him, a little wobble on the exit of turn 3, but it's not going to cost him much time. End of sector 1, he's found a little bit right now, puts him just ahead of Shamrock if he can maintain that, but there'll be plenty more time in this lap. A little bit wide, managed to hold on to it enough to not get that invalidation, and has backed out of the lap. He's got one more opportunity to send it. Joker's not really nailed his timing of starting a lap. Plenty of cars around him getting prepped to do their final laps. And surely someone's going to get out of the way here, because there is an Aston Martin right in front of him right now, going off the track, probably throwing off his brain a little bit. But Joker still pushing on, big slide in the middle of that S section, but holds on to it. He's 3/10 down though. Coming into this final sector, it's not going to be an improvement for Joker. Finally, that Aston Martin gets out of the way. We'll know who it is very shortly as the first Aston crosses the line to start the final run. But Joker, disappointment personified. It was Orbeng in that Aston Martin though, costing a little bit of focus maybe. Even if it is just focus, it still loses you time so often through a lap. Just seeing a car in front of you, the mental game is more important than anything when you are racing. And I can tell you, that mental would have been hurting. ST invalidates his effort. Is that Vinny behind him now? No, that's Shamrock behind him, still looking to be pushing on that same set of tyres, but it's not got the grip in them. He really doesn't stand much of a chance of finding time, as his lap will be coming to a close. I think that's Rando in the middle sector. Vinny, though, is just behind one of the Kick Saubers right now. I think that's going to be F1 Chicane, the only Kick Sauber on track, but Vinny has found 2.5 tenths, and right now, back row of the grid for the Alpine driver. Where can he put his car? The Kick Sauber will be first. F1 Chicane into the pits. He decides to go. No improvement found, and his session is over. Crossing the line for Vinny. It's only P15. Now it's the two Aston Martins. Orbeng could not do anything to set a good lap. He's cut some corners, I think, to get a final lap on the board. Stewards might be asking him for some footage after that. Bluefoot crosses the line, stays in P10. Fran Bernoulli's going again as Quiet Boy finally finds some sort of time. It's P12 for him and HB Cook, Quiet Boy's teammate, up to P3. Fran Bernoulli, pressure is on you, and he invalidates. Everything coming to him at the worst time. Yari can't find an improvement. Rian also unable to find an improvement. Is Hyper improving? No. Invalidation for the McLaren. These final laps are coming together worse than a ham, jam, peanut, and dog shit sandwich. Not really much they can do. Johnsy Boy, though, getting set to finish the final effort that could have been. Where does he manage to go as he crosses the line? Stays P16. ST staying P9. Shamrock unable to improve. FaZe Monkey is not improving. So qualifying has reached its crescendo, has reached its conclusion. And it's going to be Hyper on pole. Nearly 3 tenths over Rian. Then HB Cook and Fran Bernoulli rounding out that second row. Joker in 5th, and a surprise from Yari, putting himself in P6. We shall be back very shortly for the main race event. No penalties, so stand by for if we are sticking around here.
red light on the bottom. Extend it. Oh. Tomas get pulled! Why has Bradley's up to 7? Oh Jesus Christ! The world champion.
Okay, so a quick look at the standings before we get ready here. Hyper F1 leaders to Drivers' Championships. Rian C11 is going to be P2. Fran Manuli in third of the standings. McLaren lead. The Constructors, Racing Bull second. Williams are third, but we are getting ready to go racing. In Mexico, Hyper on pole. Rian in second. The championship is on. It's lights out. And away we go in Mexico. And it didn't look like a great start from Hyper. It's a terrible start from Hyper. Rian immediately getting the launch over Hyper. There's a Red Bull getting thrown around in the middle of the pack. Is that Fran Bernoulli, who's dropped down already to 13th into turn 1. Rian, very defensive line. Lockups for both Rian and Hyper. Shamrock is up to third, but he's 3 wide. And he'll be on the inside for the next apex. He's still 3 wide. Joker, HB Cook, and Shamrock fighting out for P3. And Joker comes out on top of that one. Is there going to be more pressure on Shamrock, though? FaZe Monkey up the inside of turn 4. He's going to try and hang it wheel to wheel. In the background, one of the kick salvo wheel to wheel with Orabeng, Billy Wiz and Max trading positions. Little snap for Vinny right towards the back as FaZe Monkey does make his way up to 4th after just trying to get past Shamrock. HB Cook goes with him. Fran Bernoulli down to P7, last season's champion. Looked good in qualifying, not looking so good in the race. A gap for the top 2, already 1.6 seconds over Joker as it stands in P3, and that gap only looking to extend right now. Joker on the hards. Rian, though, in the lead on mediums, so how long is he going to be able to go into this race? Joker under a lot of pressure right now. Medium tires on FaZe Monkey's car, and plenty of time for FaZe Monkey to try and make a move, try to line him up, but a lot of battery burnt for both these drivers as we head down towards turn 1, burning every little bit, but no go for FaZe Monkey into turn 1. No opportunities being granted, but FaZe Monkey, ever the great guy at Racecraft, he's just been a bit washed, and it's a good exit from turn 3. Does he have an opportunity? No. Saves the battery, turns it off immediately. Joker with some good straight line speed already early on in this race, as we'll start the little procession that you typically see around Mexico. P3 to P18, still in DRS, but Vinny and Billy Wiz fighting that, and Rando is the god here. He's on softs, is Rando, and he's going to make a move on Billy Wiz up to P17. The Haas driver not doing well as the only representative in that bottom 10 for his team. Needs to find a bit more time forward as Rian has pulled that DRS gap from Hyper. Does Hyper have any sort of pace in this final sector to try and make it back? But he looked a little deep there, losing a bit of time, and no DRS for the McLaren driver as we start lap 3 in Mexico. FaZe Monkey, though, if he doesn't have DRS, the game is bugged because he is right on the back of Joker. HB Cook is going to be looking to follow him through here. Fran Bernoulli not able to stay as close. HB Cook already pulling out of the slipstream, looking maybe to prioritise some engine temperatures here into turn 1. FaZe Monkey on the inside of Joker. They're going to be wheel to wheel through 1, 2 and 3. They lost time on lap 1 with this sort of manoeuvre. They're going to lose time again. And does HB Cook have it on the exit? He doesn't seem to just have that ultimate straight line speed, but he's going to stay wheel to wheel at least with Joker. Fran Bernoulli gets them all up the inside into P3. Those medium tyres on that Red Bull looking great. FaZe Monkey looking to gain that position over Joker as well, and makes the move stick as Rando losing some time. There's a car sideways in the background. That's Shamrock down to 13th. Yari still in P10. Yari, though, is sideways as we go into the S section, and he drops to P15. The Belgian bottler bottling again. It's only lap 3, and Yari already bottling. Bluefoot and Quiet Boy. Quiet Boy as well, very surprisingly. 3-second time penalties already on the board for them, as Max is going to gain the position. But Max, very deep, gives it back respectfully by him. I'm glad that we do have that sort of respect here, as the two Belgians are going to fight for that massive snap for Yari into the final corner as we start lap 3. And Hyper taking the position away from Rian in the V-carb down towards turn 1. Rian, though, probably glad to have this. He'll have a little bit of extra battery saving that he can do over Hyper in this bit of slipstream. Lap 4, is this already the point where those hard tyres are getting better than the mediums? The mediums, not great around here. It's a compound jump between the mediums and the hards from, I believe, the C4 to the C2. Which you'd expect the pace just to stay in those hards for a bit longer, but you wouldn't expect that pace to already be there. Orabeng is trying to fight it out, though, with ST for the final points-paying position through the double right-hander of turns 6 and 7. ST, though, ever the defensive driver, makes up the positions. Johnsy Boy, by the way, up to P7. With the quick laps, we'll take a look at the tyres. The only soft runner is going to be Rando. And it's a relatively even split of mediums and hards for the rest of the grid. Really, no one choosing the strategy off anyone else as Rando. Connection failing him. Yet again, Bluefoot trying to fight it out with F1 chicane. Those medium tyres, are they not really working at this phase of the race? He's going to try and make it back. Can he do anything about the Kickstarter driver just ahead of him? F1 chicane with plenty more battery down towards turn 1. Rando, game crash apparently. Bluefoot does not have the straight line speed. You know who does? Fran Bernoulli trying to keep that fight against FaZe Monkey through turn 3. Was there a little bit of contact there? FaZe Monkey washing out. Here comes Joker, though. Outside of FaZe Monkey it will be. It might have to be the outside of Fran Bernoulli as well. He's going to try and hang it. A bit of a lock-up as he tries to get that car turned in. And now HB Cook is going to fight him back yet again. Yellow flag. In the background, there's a car around. That's going to be Bluefoot down to P17. Disappointment immense for the driver here as Orabeng and Johnsy Boy going to fight it out. Orabeng on that hard compound tyre. Little bit off track. But he's going to have to try and keep fighting it out here. Those hards are getting better. It seems up and down the grid. Down those medium tyres. And Orabeng does eventually make up the position. Can Rian, though, keeping DRS of Hyper, maybe just barely keeps in that DRS of Hyper 295 F1. Rian pitting on lap 5. As I am going to see if I can get Rando back into the lobby. He is online, so invite is sent for you, Rando. But that shows the gap, by the way. Rian only just overtaken by Fran Bernoulli. HB Cook now is going to have a look on the back of FaZe Monkey. Wants to make a move, wants to be up in that podium position. Rian and Bluefoot both definitely on that two-stop strategy. Hyper with a 7-second advantage out in front here in Mexico. Everyone else, though, from P2 to P15 in this DRS train. As Fran Bernoulli looking sideways under the brakes. Did he lock a rear there? And is that going to open the door finally for maybe someone to have a cheeky look? Doesn't look like it for the time being. Everyone pretty closely together in a pack right now. Orabeng got a great run, though. ST, next victim for him maybe. Couldn't quite make it work on the way in, but he's going to get the switch back. They're going to be wheel to wheel through the S's. Around the outside hangs Orabeng up to P7. Loses DRS. Can he get it back, though? He'll need DRS if he wants to make that move stick, and he looks to already be back within that 1 second window. The car's ahead. Orabeng looking mighty out there right now. Is this an opportunity for Orabeng to fight it out? 9 seconds now, the gap nearly between Hyper and Fran Bernoulli. That tyre delta, that pace delta that Hyper has is incredible, but lap 7 already as Johnsy Boy chooses this as his opportunity to make a pit stop in this race. Fran Bernoulli is going to have to be careful. We've got FaZe Monkey looking around his outside. Orabeng, HB Cook and Joker are also trying to fight it out here. This could lose them time. This could open the door again. We've seen turns 1, 2 and 3 cause plenty of issues for everyone on this grid, and F1 chicane is looking to capitalise up the inside of ours. HB Cook, he is wheel to wheel through turn 4. Can he keep it through turn 5? Just about. He's going to have to hang it, though. Difficult move around the outside of turn 6 and 7, and couldn't quite keep that move together. Vinny getting past his Belgian compatriot, but Yari got some traction for the first time in his life. Gets himself back into P12. Big block from Yari to keep that position over Vinny, as FaZe Monkey is our 4th victim of the 3-second penalty. Here goes F1 chicane. using the element of surprise to perfection to get past HB Cook, and beautiful defense to make sure that position, to make sure that overtake was sticking between the two of them. Lap 8, maybe 9, just about to start. It is going to be lap 8 starting. HB Cook coming straight back at F1 chicane. Beautiful exit from the final corner. Hards versus hards. So no tyre delta to be spoken of, but these two very even in a straight line towards turn 1. No moves being looked at on Fran Bernoulli. F1 chicane though, can he keep it over HB Cook? He just about can, but he needs to be careful now. That top 2 to 4 starting to pull a bit of a gap here. I need to do something. Joker's going to be looking to do something around the outside of Phase Monkey. Gets the move done before the end of that straight, and he's up to P3 right now. Can Joker pull his form from VRS Partner League Velocity Racing Series, by the way? Great racing series. I commentate there as well, except I won't be drunk when I typically commentate there. I am drinking all race long, so stay along if you want to hear the interviews when I've drank about half a bottle of whiskey. But Billy Whiz, I think Vinny actually losing time there, because Vinny's down to 14th. Billy Whiz and Shamrock gaining a position. Those Alpines doing well, as F1 chicane is just driving right now. And I mean, you'd expect that for someone trying to race here, but he seems just to be driving around everyone he comes across. Up to P4 now. By the way, gap in the front, 10.6 to Hyper 295 F1 as Phase Monkey spins round in that final corner. He's pulling into the pits. He's got wing damage as well. ST also choosing this is as the time to pit. But pain for the Aston Martin, who really needed a good race out of this one. Hyper 295 F1, 10.5 seconds out in the league, as Orbang is going to try and fight F1 chicane here. He wants a podium today. I spoke to him beforehand. He Steam DM'd me. I'm going to try for a podium. And it's looking good so far. Up to P4 if he can keep it hung on F1 chicane. He was going to try and dive it. A little bit of argy-bargy between the two of them. But F1 chicane can't quite make the switchback work. Can Quiet Boy make a switchback work? Up the inside now of F1 chicane. Does he have the traction? That traction control on Quiet Boy's car. Classed as cheating in real life. In F1, in the F1 game, it's not cheats. It's just a driving assist. He makes his way up to P5. Next on the chopping block is Orbang. He does get that DRS, and he should be able to maintain it now. On to the next lap. If Orbang, though, needing now to get in that DRS of Fran Bernoulli before he comes into the pits. Hyper nearly has a pit stop gap over most of the field. Such is the pace that he has shown. Rian JFT has done an uncharacteristic mistake in that V car. P13, he's had a spin. Lots of time losses. Fran Bernoulli has pulled into the pits. That's his stint coming to a close. Quiet Boy, ever the low wing runner, ever the fast driver, ever great at managing battery, into turn 1 is going to fight it out with Orbang. Orbang, though, will not be giving up without a fight here. Forces Quiet Boy to take the awkward curb in turn 2. Keeps the position. Now Quiet Boy, cautious of F1 chicane. That kicks out behind, looming and looming large, but decides to back out of it. Thinks better of a move at that part of the track. Billy Whiz on the grass with double end plate damage, by the way. In P9 right now, as Yari has just made a move back on the Haas car, who now needs to be careful. That time loss in this middle sector is going to be immensely crap for him. Those double front wing end plates that he is missing should lose him time, but how much downforce is Billy running? Because even with double end plate damage, he's kept up beautifully in harsh, dirty air on the back of Yari, but Yari is on that medium tie. He's looking for a one-stop, though. I know Yari, and I know what he did the last time he was here. He's going to box this or next. This lap to lap 14 is Yari's pit window. As big slide for F1 chicane. Does he have to commit to the pit lane? No, but drops to P6, and the run gained for MXT in the McLaren, as my words are functional right now. Yari and Shamrock both calling the pit lane their own right now. No moves made, though, down this main straight. The battle really lies right now for P3. Rian JFT made a mistake. Definitely going to have to stop again as well. So Rian going to ask questions of this race at this stage. Rian needs time to be found. The standings are nowhere near in his favour at the moment. Rian is 51 points behind Hyper right now, and Hyper is 10.5 seconds leading anyone else. Rian with a definite another pit stop to make at this stage in the proceedings, because there is no shot that he can take a set of hards from lap 5 to lap 36. Quiet Boy, though, now needs to use this race pace in his Williams car. Who's on a one-stop? Who is two-stopping? Are the big questions from today. If Hyper has this sort of pace, is he actually on that two-stop strategy? Struggling a little bit in 1, 2, and 3. It looks some potential two-stops coming up and down this grid right now. I think Fran Bernoulli wanting to get himself on the move, though. P12 for him right now. Uncharacteristic mistakes, though, being thrown onto this track. Fran with a horrible start. Hyper had a horrible start as well, in all fairness. Rian having a spin is not like him. And then there's Yari. Yeah, we don't have much to say, but FaZe Monkey is close here. This, remember, is current P15, but not net. Plenty of drivers ahead, waiting to pit. How much time will they gain, though? Fresh medium tyres are going to be worth a lot around here, and I can tell you for the first time, I don't have any data to tell you the tyre advantage around here. I know about how long a tyre can go. I don't really know how big that overcut is going to be once they decide to box for fresh tyres. But all I can say is the mediums are a lot faster, just not for long. Rian clearing Billy Wiz. Next target is going to be Vinny, as Orabang two-stop decided on. Pitting right now. Is he going hard or medium on this middle stint? That pit box is dark as anything, so I can't tell you. We're going to take a quick look at Rian, who is going past, and he's Christ on a bike. I don't think I've seen an easier overtake in my time commentating, just cleanly through. Orabang, a second set of hards for him. So one more stop required for the Aston Martin driver to get himself to the end of this event now. Yari down to P16 right now, but he's going to fight it out with FaZe Monkey. A little bit of contact. Here comes Shamrock. Is he still washed is the question. It's a good drive out of the corner, up to P16. But threats still can loom from behind. FaZe Monkey aggressive in his approach to every race, but is going to hang back for now. Wants to take it a bit easier. Those tyres need to go a decent distance if he wants to do anything towards the end of this event. P17 for the Aston Martin right now. Aston not having a great event, really, for themselves. For the team that are P9 right now in the Constructors, only ahead of Sauber, who, with F1 Chicane back on the lineup, looking in very good form towards the end of this. HB Cook and Quiet Boy swapping DRS towards turn 1. And I think this is now the team game being played at Williams. Keep F1 Chicane behind, keep their tyres good, share some DRS, and get themselves towards the end of their stint more easily. Hyper checking out of the front. It's an 11.5 second gap back to Owl's Joker. It's down to OSRL or ORL. I couldn't tell you, because Joker changes his clan tag more often than Donald Trump changes his mind on political issues. Orabang has gotten past Bluefoot, though, on that DRS, and next up for him is Fran Bernoulli. Needs to push on this stint. Has one more pit stop to go. Who realistically can make a one-stop work? I think the Williams are going to try to. F1 Chicane almost certainly needs to at this stage, because Rian in that V-carb is closing up. Only has one more stop to make. It's damage limitation for Rian right now. P7 on the track after a spin. Could have been a hell of a lot higher had he kept his car pointing in the right direction. I think I just saw Max pull into the pit lane off the hard tyres for the McLaren driver. He'll be on to potentially double medium now to the end. He'll need to do 11 and 10 laps on the tyres respectively. It's a challenge, but it is certainly not impossible. Max will come out in the lower reaches of the field. Quiet Boy and HB Cook not exchanging DRS on this occasion. A strategy will begin to start playing out. But we've just got to wait. Rando, 3-second time penalty telling me he is back in this race. Yes, you might not have a setup that destroys the tyres, Rando. But unfortunately, that ultimate pace not seeming to be there. It's 42 seconds. He is behind everyone else. And Hyper in that final sector as Rando starts his first. The lead of this race looking almost cemented to the very end at this stage. Hyper could probably box twice and still be safe. If anything, you might choose to do that double stop just to be safe, just to have pace towards the end. But when do you decide to jump? Lap 21 or 22 is my guess for when the pit stop would be good. But Rando is backwards in the first sector. It's not been Rando's race, but Rando, ever the great fella, I'm sure, planning on keeping on going. If you look at the top and tail of the field in terms of people in contention in this race, Rando, Max and Hyper, top and tail. Rando's 30 seconds behind, so we don't really need to consider him too badly. So, top and tailing of the order for the McLarens. Fran Bernoulli is going to make a move though on Billy Whiz, potentially another stop remaining for the Red Bull driver, trying to make good use of these hard tyres while he still has them in any sort of state. Shamrock though dropping places quite heavily. 2 overtakes completed with that DRS. Phase Monkey and Max both making up positions. Max getting held up pretty badly right now. Phase Monkey though very wide, and now battle between them will commence. Hard tyres versus medium tyres. Max on much fresher tyres shouldn't be under any threat from the two behind him. Rando pulls into the pits. Here's our first retirement of this race. Was about to go a lap down, in all fairness to Hyper, who is leading this event by 13 seconds. Quiet Boy dropping out of DRS of his teammate. So threat now in place from F1 Chicane. The gap any less than 7 tenths, and there is a good shot provided you have the battery, and it is less than 7 tenths. Quiet Boy not with us the same amount of battery as F1 Chicane, either burn for the entire straight. Can be done by F1 Chicane. He's going to try and close as best as he can, and he's going to get into range. 0.3 of a second is the gap between the two of them as we come towards turn 3. Meanwhile, Johnsy Boy making the move on Vinny. Fran Bernoulli trying to look for a way around, sliding left and right. They're going to be 3 wide. Vinny gets airborne on the camera between the Red Bull and the Mercedes. Vinny into the air, somehow maintains P9 after all of that comes down for him. And it is a miracle that Vinny is still in this race. His car flying in the air almost as he was pinched between the Red Bull and the Mercedes, who were both trying to get their moves done because they have a lot more to give in this race. They have a lot more to do in this race. Zorobang is going to follow them through. Fresher hard tyres on the Aston Martin car, up to P9 for Zorobang. It might not be the podium celebration he was looking for, but right now in the points for Aston Martin is all that he can ask. Aston Martin looking at the moment though to be bottom bitches of the championship at the conclusion of this event, unless their fortunes turn. Yari on the back of Bluefoot. Further back though, P14 obviously pit stop still to play out. Yari, one of the guys expected on this one-stop strategy today. So plenty of time left for Yari to do what he needs. Vinny into the pits at the end of lap 17. And surely you're not taking a medium to the end. Yari, though, is going to be taking a move to Hart on the back of Bluefoot. He's going to go to the inside. Max is going to follow Yari through on Bluefoot. The Red Bull dropping a couple of places. That lack of DRS hurting everyone whenever they come in contact with two drivers. Nose to tail that have it. Vinny, 14, nearly 15 seconds now behind the rest of the grid. Plenty of talent needed now from Vinny to score a point in this race, but plenty of pit stops as well left for the field. The leaders still yet to pit as F1 Chicane picks up a penalty. Let's take a look at the penalty situation on your screen right now. Hyper, Quiet Boy, FaZe Monkey, Shamrock, and Vinny all on 3-second penalties. Billy Wiz is the only one with 9 seconds of penalties. F1 Chicane, Johnsy Boy, and ST and Bluefoot all carrying that 6-second time penalty. And the entire situation is on screen right now. The top 5 all having not pit Rian. Recently pit as Yari looked to be touched a little bit there in that final corner. Maybe by the McLaren driver. Billy Wiz pulls into the pits and retires from the race. Interesting strategy call for someone still in some sort of contention. Bluefoot now surely getting re-overtaken by Yari, who had DRS by some miracle. Yari back up into P12, which realistically could be a decent points haul if everything goes well. ST is the next roadblock though for everyone trying to contend for points this race. Max is going to be looking for it. Medium tyres on the car. One more pit stop required for the McLaren driver. Almost certainly he can't take a medium to the end from here. But P11 right now, a little bit of argy-bargy between the McLaren and the Ferrari. Nearly contact, but Max giving the respect. ST giving the respect. As they go through the S's, ST parks on the racing line. Nothing you can do. It's pretty much a one-line section. Massive understeer on the McLaren, who picks up a 3-second time penalty and almost certainly another warning. Here comes Yari though, inside of the McLaren driver, hooks it over the curb. Can he keep going? No. Backs out for the time being. ST very deep into the stadium section, into the hairpin. But the final corner looming. And 2 places almost certainly to be lost for the Ferrari car. F1 Chicane, by the way, down to P6. Rian has managed to find his way through. Rando saying tacos are shite. I would love an explanation, Random. If you're watching this stream, please go ahead. Yari is going to make his way into P11. Vinny has set the fastest lap of the race. Let's take a look at the fastest laps. Vinny, over everyone, I believe 6/10 faster than anyone has gone in this race thus far. Yari on the back of ST yet again. No move being made by the VCARB driver. Knows he is going to the end. I am almost certain he is going to the end. It would require a safety car at this rate. A little bit of contact into the back of the Ferrari. Unsurprising, that tyre grip for the Racing Bull just going to be heaps better. Little bit of contact again into the S's. Yari practically pushing ST throughout this lap, trying to make up positions. No penalties as well for Yari right now, and he is going to make the move on the Ferrari car up the inside into the stadium section. Little bit of contact, a little bit off track for ST, who is going to keep fighting it. Yari just gives up the position for now. Switch back extreme for Yari, who may have gotten an illegal overtake there, but it would be reviewed after the race. I'm almost certain. Rian JFT up to P4 for the VCARB. And now hopes are looking stronger for the Racing Bull. Making mistakes, losing out. Yari has made a mistake as well. No DRS for the Racing Bull into turn 1. Contact with Max. Has that pushed him a little bit wide? Doesn't look it. Orabang, FaZe Monkey, sorry, and Bluefoot fighting out. FaZe Monkey gets the exit and the position over the Red Bull driver. Up to P13 for FaZe Monkey. Obviously, everyone at least shuffled up one place as ST still has to pit in this race on his hard tyres from the start and really trying everything he can. Johnsy Boy picks up a 3-second penalty, cutting that grass that we saw in qualifying. It's required for that ultimate pace around here, but it's a risk, and a risk always carries that looming penalty. Rian, C11. Not Spence if you're watching VRS. This time I can just call him Rian because he is the only Rian on the grid. P4 right now, and it should be P3 by the end of this straight. DRS, plenty of battery and plenty of straight to make the position over HB Cook as F1 Chicane and Johnsy Boy pulling to the pitch. Johnsy Boy, 10-second penalty, retires from the event. He thinks that's it. 10-second penalty going to be too much to overcome as Rian finding his way up to P3 at the end of this lap. Now, does Yari have anything left in him? No battery in that car. So turn 1, not an overtaking opportunity for him. As we head now through lap 22. This race has flown by, really, and I've hardly drank a single thing. Let's continue drinking, shall we? A drink for the fact that Yari is not going to get past here. Good on me. Yari, please get good at this game. Like, oh, I've just poured so much whiskey into that glass. This is not ideal, as Hyper has pulled into the pits, by the way. Start of lap 23 for him. He is on to the mediums. He'll be going to the end. Joker, temporarily at least, will be leading this race over Hyper. Ree and JFT will move up to second. How many cars can get past Hyper, and how many tactics can be employed by the teams here? HB Cook pulling into the pits as well. Does Quiet Boy have any sort of strategy in him to try and help his teammate gain back this monumental gap that they have to Hyper 295 F1? But those mediums, absolute killers. Phase Monkey, Max and Bluefoot all choosing that pit stop, and Yari finally given the opportunity. He is going to clear the Ferrari of ST up to P7. DRS should still be on his car. The position secure for him. And remember, Orabang just ahead. Fran Bernoulli just ahead. Both need to make a pit stop. Does he have more pace? Currently with this tyre, enough that he can maybe continue closing, otherwise it might be risky towards the end. Hyper easily through on Quiet Boy. But did Quiet Boy really even try to keep that McLaren driver behind? I do not think so. Because Quiet Boy has a hell of a lot left to go, by the way. In terms of drinking target, we're nearly there. Quiet Boy into the pits, as is Quiet Boy's biggest fan. Hyper will reassume P2, and surely soon he will reassume P1. Orabang in P3 for the time being, but lots of time left in this race. We've got 13 laps to go, and somehow everything soon to become a crescendo. Fran Bernoulli, ST, Vinny, Quiet Boy, and everyone just kind of pitting. I guess Phase Monkey, Bluefoot, and Sham just pit, I think. So Vinny is going to drop down to last again. Absolute crap show from the Belgian. Look, his other Belgian mate is in P4 right now, and all that Vinny can do is be sat down in P15. They're literally mates in real life. Vinny is the guy that introduced Yari to league racing, and Vinny is the one that's getting absolutely demolished by Yari right now. Fucking Hyper's gonna demolish Ree and JFT in a second. But that's more going to be DRS and the fact that Hyper has like 20 lap fresher tyres or whatever the fuck Hyper has, you know. I think Rhea put on like lap 5 at the end, and Hyper's just going to dominate now. By the way, Gary's a net P2 in this race. Just an FYI, it won't be for long. Don't get me wrong. But Yari is a net P2 at Mexico. And like, in Belgium, he couldn't do shit. And now he's net P2. Like, you're alright, Yari. You seem to like be off and on and off and on and off and on. And off and on and off and on and off and on. Oh, message from Jonty Boy. There's no way you give us same setups as other people. Did I even send this guy the Mexico setup? Not gonna lie, I don't think I sent him the Mexico setup. So, wait, is that Mexico? No, that's Spain. No, that's Spain. That's no, that's what fucking setup is that? I called him a slag here and gave him a setup, but that's certainly a track. Oh, that's Cota. I didn't give Johnsy Boy Mexico. Rian's in the pits, by the way. I was staring at DMs. He literally didn't get the setup because I don't think he has his admin role, so he can't see the channel. Wait, does he have his admin role? No, it's not even that. So, yeah, there's no way you had the same setup because I didn't give you. By the way, Gary's about to get absolutely mugged. In a couple of laps time. HB Cook up to P5 though. Williams doing well. Quiet Boy being quiet. Rian down to P9, and now he's going to have the understeer of trying to warm up a C2. You know, life is looking good for him. By the way, drunk interviews are coming at the end of this race. I do not care. I feel great. Might have a teensy break for a piss, but... Oh, fuck it. Gary! You've already let Did Joker just pit like that lap? Oh no, Joker pitted a few laps. Okay, so Joker has warm tyres at least. Gary, please try and stay in that P3. Arabang, you need to pit this lap. Box. Arabang, I know there's stream delay, so you're probably not going to hear this. You know what? He fucking heard it. Nailed it. Start of lap 27. Arabang pits because I told him to. Even though there's almost certainly enough stream delay, he didn't hear it. Can Rian do anything? No, Hyper's the champion at this stage of proceedings. HB Cook has so much grip that Yari has been mugged. And, by the way, Yari still doesn't have a penalty. And Vinny has, like, tons of penalties. And Vinny's last, more crucially. HB Cook's going to get Yari. There's no question about it at this stage. Hyper's going to pit at the end for fastest lap. Because he has the gap. Hyper, if you're watching the stream, mate, I'll give you some data for a minute so you can actually... Wait, why is there all new messages in this chat? Oh, they're all the same messages we saw before. Okay. Well, Hyper, if you get 22 seconds over Joker, you can pit for free. Maybe you want 23 or 24, but you can pit for free, get a fresh soft on, and send it to the end. FaZe Monkey got Max. I don't know if that was DRS. Bluefoot's looking at Max. Bluefoot told me he was going to sniff that orange booty this race, and he did not lie. He got big butts, and he cannot lie. F1 should... Oh my... This guy was like the promised land, and all of a sudden, he is backwards at the end of the... To be fair, that is like the... Oh my... He's got wing damage too? F1 Chicane, what are you doing, mate? F1 Chicane, you were meant to beat fucking Aston this race and get yourself ahead, so you're not the bottom bitch of the championship anymore. That dream is over. In comes F1 Chicane to the pit lane. Unsurprisingly, is he going to stay even in this race? Maybe, because there could be safety cars. Nah, he gave up. Quiet Boy got past Yari. Fran Bernoulli's going to try and follow, but a little bit of contact causing, like, the most minor issue. Rian JFG, though, getting help from his teammate for once. Rian, around the outside of Fran Bernoulli, outbreaks him beautifully, and takes the position. So, P5 for Rian. Can he make it P2? I mean, there's not much gap further forward for him to really have to eat into. So, anything is possible. We're looking at the realms of possibility today. By the way, Shamrock, you're still washed, but at least you stayed in this race. You know, the last 4 races you've done in VRS, you just retired. Which is like, where's the fun in that? But Shamrock P13, Alpine. I mean, what is Alpine's lineup? Did just neither of their actual drivers show up? No, Vinny showed up. Richie's just not available, so Sham decided to replace him. Okay, here goes Rian. Sex appeal from Rian. Into turn 1, takes the position. And now Rian can get off after HB Cook for the podium positions. Well, good on you, Rian. You had a spin, you didn't give up, and you kept going. I'm proud of you, Rian. You're my son now. That's right, you heard it here first. I am adopting Rian C11. Mainly to see if he can be a coach. Did ST know Bob Sham or something? He's just given the position back. To be fair, ST and Sham aren't fighting for fucking points at this stage. They might as well. Go on, ST, send it. Go on. Fucking nuke him, mate. Let's see this. I can't wait for Sham to join the VC post-race. Are they still in their call? Well, let me check on my phone so I don't pause this game. Oh, they're still in a call. Should we go say hi? I think that could be really great. Yeah, I wish it was a safety car right now. Lap 30, by the way. If it was a safety car, I mean... Really, if you want to, please, make a safety car. I want to go speak to those four. They're all in a channel. They're probably all calling each other the N-word and all that sort of stuff. Fran, move, turn 1. Orabang, move, turn 1. Orabang, good move, turn 1. ST, why are you retiring in the pits? Give me a safety car. I want to see Hyper threatened. I want to see Hyper sent deep into the Shadow Realm. So, can someone retire on track? Like, Vinny, you're nowhere. Or at least Shamrock is slightly closer to points. Just Vinny, smash into a wall. Give ST, give Hyper some sort of threat in this race. Because right now, Hyper can chill. Rian's gonna get second. This is why we don't do drunk streams here in URC. I'm just celebrating today the slightly higher extreme quality. Here, I will show you. While Rian makes a move. We have ray tracing. Let's go. And Rian's going to make a move into turn 1 in beautiful ray trace glory. And everything's going to go great. And Rian's going to come P2. And Hyper's going to be a little bitch boy. And someone's going to cause a safety car this lap. You know, Orabang and Quiet Boy together on track is probably going to be a massive accident. Why is Fieri? You're looking so good. Now you're just going P8. Like, can you score better? Please. Yeah, I've invested time into this, man. He's P8 in the fucking in the drivers right now. Rian is carrying them. Hyper is just dominating. Hyper can lead the constructors right now on his own. Like, I wonder if Hyper's gonna win the constructors on his own. We can just kick Max out, add him to fucking V-Carbs points total, and still see if Hyper wins the constructors for McLaren. I think I think Hyper could win this. HB Cook, by the way, might steal this podium away. Fran Manuli also might steal this podium away. Orabang is still on track for a podium. Orabang, you know what? I wonder, can I make OBS do my bidding? Please, OBS, do my bidding. Right click, properties, capture third-party overlays. Cool. We're gonna tell him get the podium. We've told him to get the podium. Now he knows I believe in him, and he will automatically perform 20% better. Shamrock fucking retire on track, please, Shamrock. You're the league owner. You're immune to this sort of shit. Is Sham gonna join me here? I do wonder if Sham's gonna come to the commentary VC. I should message him. I should message him, say he should come to comms. No, where's Sham? Where's admin room? Do you know what? This is good enough admin room. At Sham. Come comms. I'll in the back. I'm going to invite Shamrock back. I'm going to get Shamrock to commentate with us. Because it could be really funny. The drunk guy and the guy that just came P13 on the commentary room together. This'll be scenes. Did he join? Oh, he listened! Hi, Sham. How you doing, buddy?
Leo, I'm not gonna lie, the race setup was wank.
I fucking know I hate low wings. But it's the meta, man.
So Leo, no, why set me up for failure?
I didn't set you up for mate, if I gave you high
It's
wings,
the hope that kills you.
If I gave you high wings, you're fucked nonetheless. Like, that's the issue. If you have high wings, you're fucked. If you have low wings, you feel uncomfortable. Was beautiful, right?
Setup was beautiful.
Yeah, because
You
it's
had
got
my
wings.
hopes,
But then the low wings in
And
the
then
race are just shit.
it just sank. It
Yeah,
Titanic.
but you can't run a high wings in a race around here because you need to be able to make an overtake. You can't overtake on high wings around here. Look at HP Cook, he's stuck in P4. I'm inviting you back, by the way, so you can actually watch along here and help. Oh, fucking Frank just got HP Cook, and I paused to invite you. Yari's fighting Quiet Boy somehow. I don't know how Yari has found some sort of performance in that hard tyre. He's been on it since like lap 12.
Invite me?
I've invited you twice. Unless I've invited Brandon Clark by accident, you know. No, you're at the top of my friends list. I've invited you 3 times now.
Oh, it's through Steam. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I'm the Steaminator. By the way, how are you liking the fact we have ray tracing today? It doesn't look better than non-ray traced in my opinion. Orabang is P4 right now. I did message Orabang and it was visible on stream, telling him to go get this podium off of Joker. I want Orabang to get the podium. He told me beforehand he could, and I believe in him.
The stream looks beautiful.
I'm glad the stream looks beautiful. I've done my best to hopefully
really
have this functional today. But I'm also like nearly half a bottle of whiskey deep.
Couldn't be more true. Well, it's good to be back on the comm side of things.
Yeah, let me turn.
It's kind of like you've gotten me right out of the seat of the car and have dragged me into the broadcast room. Because I'm sweating. I am sweating. In every area.
Look, Sham, we need someone sober here, okay? We need some.
You don't sound too bad, to be fair, as you made it out.
I mean,
how is Orabang 4th? This man literally does not look like the fastest person.
He's in the RS, Sham. He's gonna make the.
No, how is this man gonna end? He got timed out for saying a racial slur, by the way, just 5 minutes before this race. So how is he like?
Mate, no. Hold on. On the stream, you'll see this. Orabang said, "Wow, well, I have time to gain, so I'll try for a podium." He said that before
Hyper's
the race.
winning by like 12 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
Leo,
to be fair,
me, Fran, Rian, and Blue all believe you have given Hyper a different setup to us. Just saying.
I will fucking stream the proof, but I have not. I will stream
because I think
the proof.
Hyper's setup is different, man. You like look at him; he's 12.5 seconds clear.
No, Hyper just switched to TV pod offset, and now he's like more sweat. But Arian's gaining on Hyper, so surely not. But oh, it's the final lap already. Hyper's starting the final lap. I don't know where this race has gone, Sham. The Hyper starts the final lap.
I'll tell you where it's gone, right in the bin. Look at me down in 13th.
Fran,
down in 13th.
What happened to make you so washed?
Mate, it was the setup. It was so shit.
Mate,
It
Fran's
didn't have
running the
any-
same setup, and he's in fifth.
Oh my god, HP Cook is like spun around completely. He's got a puncture. He's got puncture again.
I don't give a fuck about HP Cook, Fran. I want to see Arbang get this podium. Go on,
The
Arbang!
game's so gone.
Go on, Arbang! Make the move! Fucking put your overtake on,
Yo,
you
your
cunt!
mic is cutting out like crazy.
I don't give a flying fuck. Go on, Arbang! Around the outside!
Oh my god, Joker's in the wall. Joker's in the wall.
Yes! Go on, Arbang! Keep Fran behind! Take him
Fran's
out!
gonna get it. Fran's gonna get the podium.
Take him out, Fran! Take him out, Arbang! Fran's team!
Oh, he's
Yes!
locked up. Fran fraud.
Go on, Chuck! Go
Fraud
on,
Bernoulli is
Arbang! P3, man!
Leo's mic is not being broadcasted right now.
Oh, the broadcast is getting this! You're just not getting this! Arbang is P3! Hyper's gonna win! Rian has gained so much on Hyper, but I think Hyper's doing some drifts just to show how much he won by. Hyper comes to the line. He's gonna win in Mexico. He's just done some fucking voodoo shit here. Rian second.
Test him. Test him for drugs.
I'm gonna suck his dick instead. Rian second.
You're still alive, by the way.
Come on, Arbang. Get P3. Come on, Arbang. Fran,
Podium. I did not see that.
Fran, bottle it. Arbang, let's go. Oh, Yari's
That
gonna
is
get
crazy.
P5. Go on, Yari. Surely you get P5, right? You
Yari got
oh,
10
Yari
second
has 10
penalty. He will not get
seconds.
P5.
Oh, fuck off,
No,
Yari.
Joker's gonna get P5 if anything.
Joker
Yeah.
P5. Quiet
Yeah,
Boy
Yari's gonna get
P6.
P8.
Max P7. Yari P8. Quiet Boy. Phase Monkey P9. Blue 10th. Vinny 11th. HB Cook. What the fuck happened to HB Cook?
You got a puncture. I told you that.
By the way, fellas. Here's Orabeng's reaction, at least over text. I'm gonna tell him to get a. You're getting an interview. Getting interview. I can't type right now. And here comes HB Cook. He's actually 11th because Bluefoot retired at the end. Orabeng, you took out Joker from Fran. FaZe has said thanks for the shunt, bro, to Fran. Blue Bull's probably getting it removed unlucky. But, I mean, Hyper win, obviously. Re and P2, obviously. Can we talk about Orabeng on the fucking podium? Like, what has Orabeng been on today to actually score a podium? Please, Sham, you probably was with him at one point. What gave Orabeng that edge today?
I can't lie. I didn't see a lot. I saw the Mexican scenery a lot of that race. I can't lie. I didn't see much. I had a Sunday drive for a lot of that race,
Didn't
Leo.
you have one of the shit starts? Who was that had a great
I had a great start. I had a
Oh,
great
no, you
start.
were
I was
up
up,
in
I was
P3. You're up
I
in
was
P3 in turn one.
P4 on lap 1. Then I dropped to P8 and I got taken out by ST.
Right, let me ping
So-
fucking Orabeng.
ST's leaving his seat, by the way. Just saying. He needs a
Who's
break from the
second?
game.
Rian, gonna join this channel. Fuck your life. You're joining this. You know what? We might as well immediately speak to this man. I'm not gonna have the function today to do more than this. Hyper, how you doing, fella? Nice win.
Alright. Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, so Sham's
Amazing
here.
energy, amazing energy. Can we? What? I'm absolutely ecstatic energy from the guy with the most drugged setup on the grid. Like, come on.
That setup was awful. I don't know what you were on about.
Mate,
Nah,
you need to
get him.
You're
Get him.
McLaren, right, Hyper?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I can put the McLaren on screen at least. I've
Hyper,
been drinking throughout this
honestly,
race, Hyper.
What are those wings?
15-8.
No, they're not.
Yeah, so
No, he's lying.
No, Sham,
You're
just
on the
can't
Epstein
drive
files
low.
then.
Sham, you just can't drive
No,
low
he's on the
rings, you
Epstein files.
dumbass.
He's on the Epstein
Nah,
files
get
then.
out of here, Sham. Alright, Hyper. How was the race for you?
Alright, to be honest. Quite boring in the middle part. Had nothing really to do. I was gonna, if I hadn't have had the, the 3 seconds, I was gonna pit for fastest lap. But, like...
I know you didn't boot me out of my own fucking...
I'm fine after this race, don't worry, Hyper. I've drank half a bottle of whiskey
You must stop
today.
abusing your... I swear to God, I swear to God.
My ribs is actually hurting.
Okay, so... Hyper, qualify. How did you, like, nearly out-qualify everyone else by 3/10? What happened there? Were you just, like... you looked shit at the start, so how the fuck did you come back?
I decided to put the wings up on the setup because I decided to run lower wings in quality.
Up?
Because
You went up... Oh, wait, you used the race
I
setup in quali?
used lower wings. I used like 20, 25 or something for the first
shit.
lap, and was like, yeah, no, missed every apex in the middle sector. Then went back into the pits, sorted out the wings, went out around again, missed every apex, still went 3 tenths quicker though.
Oh, good job. Good job, Hyper. You know, 26-4, whatever it was in quali. Good on you, mate. Like,
Hyper,
genuinely
is this a
positive.
third win in a row?
Yeah. No, fourth, is it?
Okay, race
No
time
third,
for
hang on,
Hyper.
it's third. Relax yourself, it's 3.
Okay,
Is it?
Hyper's
Oh.
I
getting
have the
race
numbers.
banned.
I
It's
have the
five
numbers.
qualies. It's 5 qualies in a row.
Do you know what, Hyper? I think
But
we
it's
need to
3
ban you
race
for
wins
2
in a
races
row.
to give Rian an opportunity to buy you.
Hey, no.
So Hyper, if it's 3 wins in a row, right?
Yeah.
You are if you win Monza next week,
Yeah, I'm joint.
that's
I'm the
that's
leader.
4
aren't I?
wins in a row. You beat a record that was set in season 1 by FaZe McBot. So like, just saying,
Not too bad.
not too bad, he says. He's about to be. He could potentially be the longest record held in URC next week. Just saying.
Records are there to be broken.
Oh wow, I clicked in such the wrong
Man.
Discord to look at you. Hyper, just tell me, why did you fucking dominate there? Why didn't you just like drop back and have a fight?
Ryan decided he wanted to start on mediums, and I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
What was your thought?
'Cause
when
whenever
Rian
I-
pitted like lap 5 or whatever it was.
I just called him an idiot for starting on mediums. I've
Classic.
never seen a stupider thought. The mediums don't work in the first stint on any track around here on this game. Sorry, they just simply wear too quickly on high fuel. Even then, on
Right
my
about
last
that. The
lap,
mediums were ass.
on
So
my
ass.
last lap, I had 90% left rear wear and 85 right rear.
Damn.
I was so
You were
disappointed with the fucking-
85?
90.
90?
90 on the left rear. If I hadn't have slowed down like the last 3 laps, like that's why Rian caught up so much. So it was. I was avoiding a puncture. And HP Cook decided he wants to get a double.
Okay, right, cool. Thanks, Hyper. Enjoy your fucking win. I'm gonna speak to Arabang because
No budget.
Yeah,
Alright.
thank you, Hyper.
Alright, Arabang, you were in the Aston, right, Arabang?
Yo.
Beautiful.
Hello.
Bonjour, Arabang. How... I mean, you fucking told me beforehand. Podium... You said, I'll try for a podium. I told you to get the podium. Why the fuck did you call me an engineer, by the way? I just sat in the call.
Because I didn't believe that I could get a podium. I was thinking about P5, and then you told me that, and think, let's get it right, or P3 or nothing. And yeah,
Okay.
it came
Fran-
very good.
Yeah, Fran's not speaking to you here because I just want to speak to you personally, Aring. By the way, I drank half a bottle of whiskey this race, so sorry if I'm hard to understand if you're a Spaniard guy. But first podium in URC for you, right?
Yeah, it's very good. In Belgium we didn't catch it. The guys in front within 10 minutes, but now in the try, having the pace and the strategy, it has been very good race. Yeah.
Arbang, I am like so proud of you right now. Like, I think you should. I think you should drive like that every race. Like, why don't you drive like that every race?
I'll try. I'm getting now my pace in this game, and also your setups work so well. So
I'm glad you enjoyed the setup because Shamrock and everyone else, Fran and like loads of people have said the setup is shit. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, Arbang. I mean, I know it's understeer, right? I'm pretty sure you felt the understeer.
yeah, and the last sector was amazing. I couldn't take the corner. But yeah, I mean, I need to lift out a lot of that. But the guy gave me, tire wear, and I could, save my tire, save temperature, and not span or treat the mediums well for the end of the race. I have all the race saving the tires, trying to not overheat them, and yeah, I mean, having that shitty setup in corners helped me saving it because I need to go slow. So.
I mean, I just want to know, right? I mean, I know you two-stopped that race, right? Was that the best choice to you, do you think? Or do you think there was an opportunity for you to one-stop there?
I mean, I didn't have the faith from save the ties and go long like Hyper or Ryan did. But also, they were like Quiet Boy and all those people fighting 5 cars, 6 cars, and I didn't want to get involved all laps. So I stopped early, trying to do an overcut and try to make my pace, try to catch the people ahead like Fran. and just end the race as good as I could.
I'm proud of you, Aaron. You said like podium last week. You got a podium this week. I expect. What's the next track again? Let me look. Oh, it's Baku and it's a sprint. So Orbang, I expect you to get a podium in both the sprint and the main race in Baku. So
I try. It's a very shitty track, but I try. I train a lot.
Send it, Orbang. I am proud of you, you Spaniard. Ask me for setups earlier though next week, okay? So I can actually give you a setup and you can drive it for like 5 laps before you actually are on the day. Okay, thank you,
that will help a lot.
I'm gonna kick you now because we've got like the 2V carbs in the call.
Yeah, and the Belgian waffle join. So
yeah, the Belgian waffle.
Get out.
Okay, cool. So, sorry, Belgian waffle. I've got to speak to you. I've got to speak to Rian first. Rian.
Okay.
P2. I mean, first question because I remember it from the race. Why'd you spin?
I don't know.
Leo?
No, like it's a genuine. It's a
Wait,
genuine question.
No, I have to cut across here. Leo? Did you
It's a genuine
server mute me?
question. I don't know.
Leo server muted me. This is abuse of power.
Big court. I'm gonna run.
Sorry, Rian, please continue. I've been server muted.
Okay, Rian. So
Drunk.
give me the honest reason. Why did you spin there?
I don't know. I
He's
wasn't
just
even on throttle. I don't think it just went. It cost me the win.
Cool. So you're shit then. Got it.
Oh, so that's why you were 4.5 seconds down on Hyper in the end.
Yeah,
Oh, you're only 4.5 seconds down on Hyper?
with a penalty.
Yeah.
I can be honest. I did not screenshot the results. I'm gonna have to look back.
It was about 6 seconds in the 6.5 seconds, but I lost.
That's probably what you
10,
lost.
11.
Spin.
10, 11 seconds.
Oh,
I did a
damn.
1:28 on the lap I spun.
Damn. Do you? I mean, what's the next?
I
race?
would have
looked
won.
at the
Yes.
next. Do you think Baku's better for you?
I would have preferred if Rian win.
Baku, oh no.
Baku
Yari,
is better
shut
for
the fuck up, I'm
me. Yeah.
Yeah, Yari, Stroopwafel, be quiet, man.
Oh,
Yari's the Belgian stroopwafel.
He
I
is the
might
Belgian
finish this
Stroopwafel.
bottle of whiskey that I got for Christmas tonight, to be fair.
nah, Hoiber's been doing well. He's not making mistakes. He's winning the races by margin. So look, there's only so much excuses I can make. Yeah, the spin lost me the race today. There's no question about that. But whether I can go out and beat him in Baku, probably not. Who knows? But
Are you going to abuse
I'll give it
Yari to
a
try
go.
and kill? Are you going to get Yari to try and kill Hyper in Baku? Just to try
it'd be
and
nice
get
if I
yourself
could get
back in?
Yari to fucking get up a little bit.
Yeah, Yari, get good. And you can't even respond because you're muted. But Rian, P2 at the end of the day, after you took the lead lap 1, you had your spin and you still ended up P2. Do you think, realistically, we're over halfway through the championship at this stage, round 8 is next, that you can still take on Hyper for the championship today?
Look, unless from what people say to me that he bottles, if he starts bottling, maybe, but from what I've seen this season, he hasn't made a mistake, so no, I doubt it.
Are you good in the wet, Rian?
I'm okay in the wet, but
Do you
Hyper's
think you're better than
known
Hyper
to be.
in the wet?
Well, he's beaten me every time in the wet, hasn't he?
Shit. I was going to say, if you're good in the wet, I could just set the rest of the calendar to wet, and then you could just try and beat the championship. Sham, can you ask Green a few
If you
questions?
could just
because I need to
just
go
set the rest of the calendar to guitar, please.
Rian, how do you feel about a move to Red Bull?
Yeah,
Move to
Rian.
Red Bull.
Yeah, just keep
Yeah, the top
Honestly.
team.
keep Rian occupied. I'm going for this. I might fall down the stairs
well-
if you hear me banging. Then enjoy.
What happens to my fucking constructors points?
What do you mean?
Red Bull are on 61. I'm on 121. 120.
Your driver's points would stay the same. Like, I mean, but your constructor's points wouldn't go to Red Bull.
Nah, I need to win it with Racing Bulls.
Yeah, you're happy with
Yeah.
Racing Bulls. Okay,
Yeah.
because Yari likes you there. Just saying, Yari is very appreciative of you there. So
Yeah, keep me in Racing Bulls.
yeah, okay, noted. Yari called me a bitch. Yari, I know you hear me, like, but like sometimes it has to be changed. Because we're losing, I think we're losing about maybe 4 drivers, I think, from this week. So I think, I don't know.
Nah, sure, look. I'm sure Fran will be alright.
Yari says just to mute him. Fucking hell. It wasn't even me that muted him, it was Leo.
Yeah, I don't know why he carries mute.
I'll mute him, don't worry.
I help him now.
Yari, are you okay?
Hello.
You were silenced by Leo.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Rian, thanks for the carry again. Yeah,
Yeah, no, but I would have been nice though if you like.
that 10 seconds should get removed though, so I'll be P5. So we got 3 more points than Hyper did. Get it.
Yo,
Is the
Amazing.
stream over, Leo, or are we still going?
No, it's still live. We're interviewing Yari.
Oh, Leo. Oh yeah, but why the fuck am I here?
Because you finished somewhere, someplace, and you're the Belgian.
Because Yari, we love you. That's why. That's
Oh
why.
yeah, I appreciate it.
Like,
I definitely did not go off at Shamrock last week.
So Yari, how did that race
What?
go for you?
Well, guess what? I bottled, and then I came back.
Well, classic. You're the Belgian bottler, so I'm not surprised.
Well, I mean, I got like tapped off by Jonesy Boy in like lap 3 or something, and then I came back and did a 1-stop, and yeah.
How much tire wear do you have at the end, Yari? I want to laugh.
71.
Oh, so better than last time. You actually
Yeah,
used
I know.
those hards harder than you used them last time. So good job, Yari. You actually have pace.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Can you kick Rian and Hyper's ass at Baku, considering how far you are back in the championship?
How far am I back? No, I'm like P6. I'm gonna be fucked again next week, mate. It's a sprint.
I don't know.
Yes, it's
Sprint next
Baku. I'm
week
not
should
gonna
be
overtake.
quite interesting, to be fair.
It's Baku you're gonna overtake. Okay, how many overtakes are you gonna make total?
What next week?
Yep.
Okay, 5 in total, which is just Rando 5 times lapped.
Classic. Rando will either win or be last every race, okay? And I hope he wins next race because
Rando will be last. No, Rando's gonna go straight on a turn 1 next week. I'm just saying.
he's gonna pull brake.
He went
magic.
from P1 to P19 in Belgium. He's gonna do the same in Azerbaijan next week.
Okay,
Just
do you think you can like win the title from here? Because you're still mathematically probably in contention.
Well, for the title,
Yeah, I mean you're on however
Fuck
many
no.
points you're on after this race. My brain is not math.
38 normally.
Do you reckon you could win the title? Like you're mathematically
Yes.
Do you think you can?
Yes.
Fucking gorgeous.
No.
I'm backing you for my title.
Wait, Yari, hang on.
number
Can we
Yes.
go back a couple of words? You think you can win the drivers' championship?
one.
Yeah. Just put in
I love
URC.
the confidence. I love it. I really do. I love it. I back it. Fuck it. I don't think Hyper's gonna win. Rian might
mean-
bottle it. It's gonna be Yari.
Yeah, no.
Well,
If the
let's ban
sprint,
Hyper and Rian, and we can just make Yari win the title. We can ban anyone
Look.
who's above him in the standing.
realistically, top 3 is possible. Let's just say that.
Oh, that's beautiful, yeah.
Is it possible?
I mean, I reckon you should just win
Is
it.
it possible?
Just like get good and win the championship, man. You have a PC now. You
Oh yeah,
have-
get good.
you can just like make good and then win. You know, type shit.
Yeah, type shit, man.
Beautiful. Thank you, Yari. Thank you, Rian, for coming along for the interview.
No problem.
The interviewing. Next race is Baku, and it's a sprint. So good luck, fellas, and we will next time see you with Bakuing, and hopefully Baku causes crashes, because that'll be safety cars, and that means Hyper can't win by 20 seconds. Thank you all, and good night from wherever.